Guys, it's Sarah, and today I thought it would be kind of fun to share with you some of the books that my kids have been reading recently. I have two girls and they are both readers, which is awesome. And we were talking last night actually at dinner. We usually talk about, what are you reading right now? How far are you? Are you enjoying it? Blah, blah, blah. And so we were talking about it last night, and then I thought it'd be kind of fun to share this with you guys because I've occasionally mentioned them and their reading and gotten questions about what they're reading. And some of you guys have actually sent books to my kids to read, which is amazing. Thank you so much. So I thought it'd be fun to just kind of tell you what they're reading right now. Okay, we will start with Kaylin. Kaylin is 12, almost 13, you guys. She'll be 13 next month. I don't like this. We're about to hit the teen years. Yep, and she's doing all the teenager things right now, 100%. And she is in 7th grade. She's currently reading one book series right now where she's trying to read the entire thing. And then there is a book that she wants to read after she's done with that. So I'll talk about that. And then there's 2 books that she has read as read-alongs in her language arts class. So I'll talk about those too. So the book series that she's currently working her way through is the Whatever After series by Sarah Mlynowski. These books are definitely below her grade level. I think she started reading this series when she was in like 2nd grade, and she read a couple of them and then never went back to it, but she's been collecting them because she said she really liked it and wanted to read the whole thing. So eventually she just kind of accumulated them. And then this year she said, I'm going to read this series. So they're definitely below her grade level, but she said, I just want to read all of them. I want to, they're very quick. I can fly through them in a couple days. Like, they're just fun. And that's what I asked her. I said, are you at least enjoying them? She's like, yeah, they're fun. I'm like, okay, as long as you're enjoying it, you read whatever you want, right? So she's working her way through those. Right now she's on number 10, which is called Sugar and Spice. And it's a Hansel and Gretel book. So each one of these books follows a fairy tale, and a girl, I think her name is Abby, can go into these fairy tales, and she's responsible for making sure that they end the way that they're supposed to end, because a lot of them are going in a different direction and things are not happening the way they're supposed to happen. So it's her responsibility to get them back on track and to have the happy ending that they're supposed to have. So again, she's on number 10. I think there's 13 currently out, and I believe number 14 comes out soon. And then there's 2 special editions. There's a Wonderland one, which she has, and then there's a Wizard of Oz one, which she doesn't have yet. But there's 2 like kind of special editions, so those are fun. But yeah, so she's flying her way through these and trying to finish the entire series. And then up next, she said she's probably going to pick up A Tale of Witchcraft by Colfer. This is book 2 in a spin-off series from The Land of Stories. So he wrote The Land of Stories series. It's a 6-book series. She read all of them. Loved them so much. I'm working my way through them. I need to read number 3 next, and there's 6 of them. But then there's a spin-off series to that, which is called The Tale of Magic. And she read The Tale of Magic, and then she got The Tale of Witchcraft, and she wants to read that one next, I think. And that's a nice big chunky, this is her reading her grade level, like this is the one. So she's really excited to read that as well. So she said she's probably going to pick up that one next. So in her language arts class, they have been reading books together and studying them and answering questions and doing all that stuff. So the first one that they read was A Long Walk to Water by Linda Sue Park. And she did not enjoy this book. She said it was kind of boring. But this is a nonfiction book, and it follows 2 kids in Africa in 2 different years and what their journeys are and how they intersect. And one thing about Kaylin is she doesn't like nonfiction. She's very much in the phase of nonfiction is boring type thing. So she didn't quite enjoy that one. She's much more like fantasy is her thing. That's where she wants to be. She wants fantastical worlds and magic and all that stuff. But yeah, so they did study that one. And then the one that they just finished is called Patient Zero. This is by Marilee Peters. And this one is a nonfiction about fighting epidemics and people who fight them and what they do and what goes into it and heroes and all that stuff. Yeah, they got that book and she looked at me and she said, really? It's like, That's what you got to study. Have fun. So she did say that one. She enjoyed that one a little bit more than The Long Walk to Water, but it was still a nonfiction book and she was still kind of salty about it. But yeah, so I don't know what is upcoming for them. She did say they're going to do another one, but she's not sure what it is yet. They haven't talked about it. So, but those are the books that she has read in school with her class. Okay, so Layla is my 9-year-old. She's in 4th grade. She has kind of just now this year really discovered her love of reading. So it took her a while to be comfortable reading well. She needed more help than Kaylin ever did. Kaylin just like picked it up right away and was like gone. Layla needed more help to get there. So it took her a while to be comfortable reading. And she's finally there though. She's on her grade level. She's good to go. She's enjoying picking up books. She's picking up books without me having to hound her about it. So very happy about that. So Layla is currently reading 2 different books on her own for fun at home, and she does take this to school as well and reads in the free time, but she is reading the Never Girls series. This is by Kiki Thorpe, and this is a Tinkerbell series about, I think 4 different girls who are able to go to Neverland and be with Tinkerbell and Pixie Hollow and kind of their adventures there. That's what she told me. And she's on book number 4 right now. She was actually sent the first 4 books in a box set by one of you guys. So thank you. You know who you are. And, she's on book number 4. She said she had 1 more chapter left as of last night. So she'll probably finish that today, and she really likes them. So, that's pretty awesome. And she's very much like, she'll pick up the first book in a series and she'll read the whole series. Like, I need to be like that. Kaylin does the same thing. She'll pick up book number 1 and just kind of read the whole series. And I'm like, why don't I do that? I don't do that. I pick up book number 1 and then 2 years later, I pick up book number 2 and forget half the stuff in book number 1. Like, I need to take a cue from my children. And then she's also reading on a Kindle, actually. We had this Kindle that was Kaylin's, and it was passed down from my mom. My mom reads on Kindle a lot, and when she was ready for an upgrade, quite a few years ago, she handed down hers to Kaylin and put a bunch of books on it. Kaylin doesn't really use it though. She prefers the physical book. She's one of those. So she prefers the physical book, and actually told us a couple weeks ago, I don't want this Kindle anymore. It's like, okay. So we talked about like we could sell it or, whatever, what can we do with it? And then I looked at Layla and I was like, do you want it? And she was like, yeah. So we gave it to her, and she immediately like flipped through, because there's a bunch of books on there that are in her age range. And she started reading Because of Winn-Dixie by Kate DiCamillo. Just boom. I was like, okay, cool. She said, what's this about? I was like, I think that's about a dog. And she was like, done. So she started reading it. She's a few chapters in. So, and she's really enjoying it. So that's pretty cool. And then in her classroom, they are doing read alouds for 2 different books, actually. She said they're almost done with one, and then they started another one as well. So the first one that they're almost done with is The Night Gardener by Jonathan Auxier. Is that Auxier? Oh, I don't know how to say his last name. I think this is the same author as Sweep. I'm pretty sure. And that's a pretty popular middle grade book. But they're reading The Night Gardener. And this is about 2 young Irish brothers who end up going to work as servants in this old manor. And this manor is haunted and very creepy. And she loved it. Like I said, are you enjoying, listening to it and stuff? She's like, yeah, it's really good. So she's really enjoying that one. And then the one that they just started is called City of Ember by Jeanne DuPrau. And this one is about, I think it's set in the future. And there is this city that is kind of the last refuge for humans on the planet. And it is powered by light. So there's big lights everywhere. And that's how they get their energy and how everything is powered and stuff. And then all of a sudden the lights start to dim and they start to lose power. And so I think from what Layla was saying, there are 2 young kids who start finding secret messages, and they're starting to piece together the messages to learn the secrets to keep the lights going. So it's kind of up to them to save everybody, because if the lights start going out, society is going to start going out, basically. So, yeah, but they're still kind of in the beginning parts of that book. So I don't know what her opinion is on it quite yet, but that's what they're reading in class. Okay, guys, so that's a little update on what my kids are reading, and I'll probably update you a couple times, like every few months or something when they're starting to get into something new or whatever. Just give you little updates on what my kids are reading, because some of you guys have really shown interest in that. And if you guys have any recommendations, if you guys have kids who are reading, let me know what they are enjoying, and I think that would be interesting to know as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll leave all these books linked down below as well. If you guys have kids and any of these sound interesting for them, I'll leave them linked down below for you guys too. All right, hope you have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.